Hi, I'm Charmaine, and welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is the devil. When I was a little girl, I used to visit my grandmother's house. We called her Granny. And we would sit on the porch and have conversations, and I would ask random questions. One day, my random question was, "Granny, what does the devil look like?" And me as a little kid, I was expecting her answer to be something along the lines of how hideous and horrible and nasty and disgusting he or she would look. But she didn't tell me that. She told me about how beautiful the devil is and how the devil will lure you in order to deceive you. She said the devil will be very attractive. Now, my granny was a very religious woman, and even though she was speaking under religious terms, I want to use her definition of the devil as a metaphor. It's a metaphor towards devilish energy. Anything that is deceitful, harmful, anything that is addictive and fearful, anything that destroys you. But it lures you in first. You don't realize it's happening until oftentimes it's either too late or you've gone through hell. And this can be within our own thinking and consciousness. This can be within our emotions, belief systems. This can be in the way that we behave towards ourselves and other people. This can also be the people that surround us that lure us into their deceptions. The people that manipulate us towards their benefit and our harm. The things that we know we should let go, but find it damn near impossible because it's wrapped its tentacles around us. When I was young, the devil was often described as the energy that steals, kills, and destroys. And essentially, the energy that brings negativity or takes away from our lives, takes away from our joy and happiness, takes away from what is good, oftentimes harbors that energy. And there's lots of ways to be compelled or lured into devilish energy, whether it's from ourselves or someone else. Sometimes both are going to be the issue. Whatever it is that is taking away from our life, that is taking away from our happiness and well-being, those are the very things that we'll need to come to grips and realize that the devil is there. And a lot of the times, the devilish energy, whether it's ourselves or someone else, continues to take away because you don't know that they're taken away from you. That's the manipulation. Luring you in to think something is good in order to deceive you. We can deceive ourselves by not believing in ourselves, by not trusting ourselves, by not empowering ourselves, by not loving ourselves, by not understanding ourselves. And the same can go for others who bring this same energy on, or who induce it, or spread their negativity that creates these ideas, just as well as us creating it for ourselves or towards someone else. But when we begin to shine a light and become aware and conscious of the truth in whatever way is necessary, we can rectify with the fact that we won't be played with. Our minds won't be played with. Our empowerment won't be played with. Our love won't be diminished. Our joy won't be tarnished. Our knowledge won't be stifled. We just have to awaken to it. I feel that message that my granny told me was one of the most beautiful things she taught me. Her words helped me to identify the possibilities of deception in the world, the possibilities of what can lure us into harm, the importance of looking deeper into things, even ourselves. When we jump into things that look good, when we're deceived because we don't follow our intuition, follow that little irking within us, and we allow that to be drowned out by our egos. Once we become true with ourselves and know that our awareness of what our senses are truly telling us, when we become knowledgeable of what we know to be true, of what we know to be right, and not just looking the part, we then can free ourselves out of the deception. The truth is, the awareness of what is true frees us, releases us from the tentacles of harm. We have the power of empowerment. Once we come to the realization of the true devils in our lives, whether it's us or the people we're around, and maybe some of both, the deception that we play ourselves with, as well as the deception others try to play us with. But once we are able to take a stand that we will not be played with, we will not be manipulated into a harmful state for someone else's benefit. Once we come to grips with honesty within ourselves, and we take that outside of ourselves to bring peace through knowledge and see the real truth, within our inner world as well as the outer world, then the devil can't win. I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. So I'd like to ask you, are you aware of the devilish mentality that you are either thinking or accepting from someone else? Are you aware of the things that are being brought down, taken away from you, or stifling your positive direction? If not, are you able to figure it out? If so, how do you plan to change it? How do you plan to bring your positive momentum back? I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to, you may comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. If you're interested in my new book, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love, available now on bookbaby.com. Purchase link is in my bio. Please share this message if you think it's beneficial to someone. Please remember, I am not a therapist. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, always. Until next time.